What do you do, gang? It's your boy Chloe Banger back with another video. Now we're gonna be covering a topic that we all familiar with. That this topic is about men who can actually handle rejection, men who can take no for an answer. We know these homies, some of them are our friends, some of them we grew up with them, some of them are around us in the hood. There you see him approach a hand. As soon as the hand rejects him, he insults the heart, which is something that always blows my mind because when you were approaching her, you thought you had a chance and she looked fire, but the moment she says no, she's not for you, you started rejecting her. And now what I realize is that a lot of guys find themselves setting themselves up because of this behavior. So we're gonna watch a couple of videos before we jump into the video. You know what it is. It's a boy Chloe Banger. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's just jump into it real quick.
African men, you guys have a problem. And I'm a man and I'm willing to accept this day because I've seen many of the examples of you behaving this way. The problem that South African men have is that a lot of you cannot handle rejection. You guys do not know how to approach women. You guys do not know how to talk to women. You guys don't know when you get the answer that you don't want. You don't know how to correlate that existence. A perfect example of this is that a lot of you who are going to see this video, you grew up in the townships. And when you grew up in the townships, when you approach a girl and she never gave you an answer that you wanted, or she's kind of rude to you, what do you guys usually do? You guys swear at them. You call them the feb. If it's when as feb was sharper, if it's when I was dollar. But you first went there with the intention of getting her. Where was the sharper before you got to her? When you saw her and stood up and said hello. You guys don't know how to talk to women.
Yeah, that's an actual like real life representation of what I'm talking about. Because a guy would approach a hand, but as soon as the hand says no, then the insults start, and which I don't understand because part of being a man, is showing discipline and it's showing that you stand on business. Sometimes you might find that you're trying to come off as manly, but you're coming off as the hence why because it shows how emotionally matured you are. It shows how emotionally fragile you are. The moment she says no, you are like, you installed her. Joe, guys, like, gents, we have a serious problem. It's a serious issue because at the end of the day, it's her choice if she wants to engage in that interaction or not. But as soon as you throw insults in there, you're proving her right that you are not really for her. And so maybe that first approach wasn't approached properly, but if you take it like a man, you don't know. Maybe along the lines, along the way, one day you meet her again, she might even change your mind because you came off as respective, as a dignified guy on Sarah. So she went home and like, and this guy approached me and what. Then next time you approach her, maybe things might change. Maybe. I don't know. But one thing I'm trying to emphasize is that, as soon as the hand says no and she doesn't want to engage, there's no need to insult her, bro. I feel like a lot of guys should work on themselves, work on their mental, and actually understand that we all have a choice. Doesn't mean that when she looked right for you, when she looked like the one for you, she feels the same. She has a choice. So, bro, you gotta stop that. And I feel like as gents, we need to actually address it mano a mano. Like, as soon as you hear a guy actually say something like that, you need to call him out and say, bro, like, come on, why would you do such a thing? Here's another practical example of this situation right there.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry to disturb you, nah? Like, I saw you from down there, and I thought, like, you're kind of cute, nah? So maybe I could get your number, and then we could go out sometime.
No, sorry.
What do you mean, no?
No, I have a boyfriend.
Nah, like, I don't care about your boyfriend, but, like, the only person I want is you, no?
Hi, Bongi, I'm Tanda, so I can't give you my number.
For sec, ngoba ngithi ngiyakuzama uzamile with your big forehead and your kiss. You're not even my type. You're not even cute like that anyways. I'm trying to level you up here. You women always say you want a good man. You want a good man. When a guy like me comes, you say no. Who are you to say no to me? You're not even my type anyway. Yes.
And like the crazy thing is that the moment you call her ugly, like But when you were approaching her, it was a different story. And it's always the case, it was a different story. Me personally, if I approach someone and they say no, my pride doesn't even allow me to say anything besides, okay, sharp. That's why I just walk away. Because they said, no, you fight it out here. And maybe that guy was driving and the hand was standing in the middle, next to the road somewhere. And this guy just approached this hand. This hand is like, nah. And he's standing there causing traffic unnecessarily, trying to convince the hand to get into the car. There's nothing more cringe than seeing that for me personally, because I left the crib with plans. I left the crib with things to do. So even if, I was that type of guy to just pull over aside when I see a lady and say, yo, get into the car. What's up? What's your name? The moment she says, Baba, you drive off. But some guys will stand there. And I always question that mentality, because I don't know if it's stupidity, desperation, or just pure commitment. Because at the end of the day, bro, the moment she says, nah, and you can see the signs. Like when you have a chance with someone, you can see the moment you approach them, they give it off. They give it off, and you'll see, maybe I have a chance. She'll give you her ear. She'll show you that I'm giving you attention. But the moment you get there and you, after like saying a few lines on Twitter, greetings and all that, and then the expression on her face is pulling back, she's trying to show you that I'm not interested, but it just move along. And it goes off to what he said. He said, your women say you want a good man, I'm a good man, but you're busy insulting her. What type of a good man does that? Because a good man always respectfully accepts on good respectfully accept the rejection and says, have a lovely day. You look beautiful, and you move it right along. Right? It's that easy. It's that easy. And growing up, Kokasi, we know that.
Hayi mama. Baby. Nana. Izalana unjunju.
Yo ayitsho xohlukane nami yo.
Yazini nawe nesifuba sekwayikwai.
There's nothing more painful also to watch than a guy who calls a hand. Like, mind you, she can hear him. Baby, Lala, no, sweetie, what? But she can hear you. She's just not responding. She saw you when she was pulling up, she saw you and she's not responding because she doesn't like you like that, or she doesn't feel like you are her type like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the moment you say hi and you say no, you say la la, and she doesn't, bruh, if she hears you and she likes what she sees, the moment you say hi, I swear she's gonna respond to you immediately, bro. She's gonna be, hey, how are you? She's gonna come back and say, I'm good, man. You look beautiful. No, thank you. The interaction will just be as natural as ever. So it always baffles me for a guy who forces it, and when they get rejected, they start insulting. For me, it's a loss for the team, gents. But we lost. It's a loss for the team, just like we need to address this mentality, because it's not gangster, it's not coming off as savage, bro. You just looking desperate and thirsty as fuck. I said it. Just thirsty as no me.
Handling rejection.
Like the worst. Like the first thing they do is bash the girl that they put all that effort into getting. What happened 2 weeks ago when she was gonna be the love of your life? Now she said no. Now she got a unibrow. She been had the unibrow.
She was saying she was your Beyonce last weekend.
Shawty my Beyonce. Now she ugly.
It's definitely a pride thing, and sometimes it's okay to be prideful. Like that's just a natural thing that happens. It's just the acting upon your pridefulness.
That's the biggest point.
Donna, put your pride aside. Put your pride aside. When you approach someone, like it's a thing of, first impression. It's a thing of, strangers, communicating and meeting each other. So that it can go anyhow, because at the end of the day, you are strangers to each other. You all are not familiar with each other, Joe. Just know that she might reject. Just know that she might. The worst one is the one with the lady who just puts on this face of disgust. She looks at you, and it's worse when you even look at it from an outside person, like perspective or a third person perspective, you are walking down the street and you see this guy is trying, Joe. He's trying. The lady is just cold. There's this expression of disgust on her face, and you look at that situation, you can feel yourself just shrinking on his behalf to why guys put themselves through this, and that thing affects your confidence. Or when at the moment you walk with pride, that thing boosts your confidence because now you can take rejection. You're not even afraid to try again, but you put yourself in an awkward position. Even approaching women in the future feels terrifying because of that experience you prolonged. Some guys don't have that. I guess some guys don't have shame in them. Zero shame. And I know a few of, like, in my lifetime I've been friends with guys like that who have zero shame. They'll shoot their shot at every hand until they eventually find the one. So hey, shout out to those guys. I don't know where they really where their minds are at, or where they really connect, or but they are like that. But on the other hand, bruh, if she says no the first time, just leave it at that. No need for the insults, because at the end of the day, you're painting guys in a bad way. Like, you're shining a bad light to guys on Twitter, because that's what she's gonna think of all men. So you tell me what you think, guys, about this topic, because this is a very, very serious thing, and it exists, and I feel like it's gonna keep on existing until the moment we address it as gents. So yo, Jez, come on, put the pride aside on that, and make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. Until the next video, ololo.